Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Tyra. If you're new here, hi, hello. And if you're not new here, welcome back. In today's video, we are talking all about the RevAir. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 10K and I'm so excited. Thank you all for supporting me. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. I'm so excited for this video because I received this RevAir probably about 2 to 3 years ago. The brand gifted it to me. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first got this RevAir, I did not use it much. I probably only used this probably 2 or 3 times, and that was 2 or 3 years ago. Since then, it's just been in the back of my closet, just collecting dust, because I just felt like it was kind of an inconvenience. Like, this was popping off and everybody wanted one, but in my head, I was like, I don't really see the hype into getting one, especially after I had received it. It was just big, loud. You know, I couldn't figure out how to really use it. I didn't read the instructions, so I was using it incorrectly, I'm pretty sure. I didn't really know what tension to put it on, which one was low, which one was high. I was just so confused. And it was all my fault because I never took the time out to really sit, read the instructions, and understand how it works. If you don't know what the RevAir is, it is basically a really huge reverse blow dryer. So it's meant to stretch your hair in a much more healthier state than just blow drying with a regular blow dryer. So it basically sucks your hair into this tube and you can put it on low or high or cool. You can change it at different tensions depending on what works for your hair. So we're gonna set it up and walk through this together, and in real time I'm gonna tell you guys if I have the same feelings I had 2 or 3 years ago today with this RevAir, if it's still worth it, if I'm gonna go back to letting it collect dust in my closet. So let's just go ahead and set it up and get started. So it came in this box. I'm not sure if all the RevAirs come in this box, but when they sent it to me as a gift, I was gifted it with this box, which I'm pretty sure anyone who purchases this, it probably comes with this, just because like, how are they just shipping this to you and nothing to hold it in for storage? This big boy, wow, this is my first time picking this up in such a long time. As you can see, this is a really big machine. I'm gonna go ahead and set it down. I also see that I have like this filter basket and this basket filter foam liner. Again, this just goes to show you that I didn't really mess with it much when they gifted it to me. So I'm gonna put this right back in there. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. This thing is heavy. Like, I'm sorry. Before I even get into using it, I just don't like how bulky and heavy this thing is. And I understand, like, in order for this whole system to work, that's probably the only way it was going to work. If it was like boxed into this, packed it, whatever, but it's just heavy. I ended up pulling out the instructions to kind of get a better understanding of the best successful way to use the RevAir. I know a lot of people who have the RevAir, they complain that they don't get the best results because they just may not know how to use it correctly. So everything that I'm gonna do today, this is the best results based off of their instructions on how to get your hair blowed out. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and take down my hair. My hair is freshly washed. I literally just got out the shower from washing my hair. If you're interested in what I use I don't actually know how to pronounce this, but I think it's Jisoo. I used this for the first time on my hair. If you wanna know how I feel about it, the results, my thoughts, my entire wash day, head over to my last video. I'll place it in the iCard above so you can go and check that out. This entire hair day is honestly full of new things because I washed my hair with an entire new line. I'm stretching my hair with the RevAir, which is pretty much new to me again. And I'm also doing a entirely new style. So by the way, if you are interested in the new style that I'm doing, head over to my next video because this is basically a 3-part series: wash day, blow drying, styling. Let's go ahead and get into this. Before I even get started, I don't care what blow dryer you have. I think it is very important to use a leave-in conditioner and a heat protectant at all times. So I'm gonna take this It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product, and this basically has heat protectant and leave-in conditioner mixed in one, so I don't have to go in with 2 different products. And this also has a form of protein in it too. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this spray. According to the instructions, it says that sizing matters when it comes to getting the best results with a blow dryer. When it comes to getting the best results for a lot of people, they always complain that they just never know the correct size to put into the wand. But I'm gonna make sure I take medium to smaller sections. I want my hair to be thoroughly stretched out. First tip that I would give you is to make sure you're sizing, not to put too much or too little into the tube. So based off of the manual, there are 7 different tension settings. It says that if anything, to always start off at a level 2. It says that if you do use a high setting, let it be on 2 or above. I'm gonna go in with this section right here. I don't feel like that's too large or too small. If you have too much of a section inside the tube or the chamber, it will automatically shut off. Let me go ahead and turn her on. Okay, so I'm noticing that the ends of my hair have these tiny little coils in it. So my hair is stretched for the most part, as you can see, but the ends of them have very, very, very small like ringlets. What I may do is go ahead and just add a little bit more. Do I want to add higher heat? I think I'm going to change it to higher heat to see if that knocks it out. So let's give that a go. Okay, I do feel like it's straightened it out a little bit more, but I still see a few ringlets here. I'm not really a stickler about that just because I'm just stretching my hair to braid it up. So I'm okay with it, but I feel like if I needed like a flawless blowout, I definitely wouldn't use the RevAir to do that just because it does still keep a little bit of those ringlets and curls throughout my blow dry. But let's go ahead and move on to the next section because I think I'm pretty satisfied with that. I have my RevAir on setting 5 as well. blow drying every single section. I'm gonna go ahead and take all the sections down so I can kind of get an idea of how my hair is looking. Before I take them down, I'm gonna use this gloss, this honey infused hair oil by Jisoo. This is the same line of the shampoos and conditioners that I showed you guys earlier. This is from that same exact line from the wash that I showed you guys earlier. I'm just gonna take a few, okay. Okay, they're really playing into this whole honey thingy because this line is like a honey based line and even the oil dripped out like honey. Let me do them to all sections before I take it all down first, just so I can make sure I evenly got them. Final thoughts. So my hair is completely blow dried out. The first thing that I want to say is that I'm so glad that I did not give this RevAir away. It was plenty of time, so I almost sold it or just gave it away to someone because I wasn't using it. I didn't know how to use it. I really wasn't appreciative of it because I was getting so many different blow dryers, so many different PRs that it's like, at this point, I'm not really appreciating any of these things because I'm not buying with my own money. But I'm so glad that I did not give this away because I do like the idea of stretching my hair out without having to go in with a actual blow dryer and blow dry it out, which is probably causing more damage and more heat damage. The only con that I have is that that thing is heavy. It is very heavy, and throughout the video, you guys probably saw me switching hands and arms numerous of times. I was getting hot, I was getting overstimulated, I was getting overwhelmed just a little bit, but that's not like a make or break whether I would buy it or not. But in my opinion, I do feel like they should come out with another version that is a lot lighter. Maybe it could be called like the RevAir Light or something. That's heavy. So if you're a person that probably like just struggles with holding heavy stuff, or I don't know, just you can't really just hold heavy things, I would not buy this. I also think that if I was wanting to go for something very, very, very smooth and like my hair is pin straight like I get with a blow dryer, I wouldn't buy this. So if you're a person that likes your blow dryers to be super, super smooth, super, super straight, no crinkles, no nothing, I wouldn't buy this. Me personally, I don't mind it just to stretch my hair out. And I don't even know if I explained this earlier, but the whole reason why I wanted to try this out is because I have kind of moved on to a phase where I am kind of a stretch natural. I don't want to label myself as a stretch natural because I definitely still wear styles that are not stretched, but for the most part, my hair has been becoming a little bit more stretched than it ever has. I've been doing more flat twist styles and just more stretch styles. And I've been doing more flat twists as my go-to hairstyle. And anytime I wear flat twists, I always stretch my hair out. So that's the only reason why I would label myself a stretch natural. But honestly, I'm not, because I don't wear my hair stretched 24/7. But because I have been blow drying my hair out more recently, I like the idea of having a healthier blow dry versus just using a regular blow dryer that could be causing heat damage. Even though I still feel like there are parts of my hair that have like a few crinkles and it's not pin straight, I'm okay with that because it's about to get braided up anyway. If any, I just needed my hair stretched. I didn't need it perfect. And honestly, going forward with my flat twist, I think that I'm going to start using this RevAir a lot more because, again, I'm wearing flat twists and I'm flat twisting my hair up. I'm not wearing my hair stretched out. So there's no point of me having the most smoothest, most perfect pin straight blow dry anyways. And I'm always I'm always a conduit of healthy over just like looks. I like it. I really do like it. Now that I read the instructions and I have a lot more understanding of how to use it, I like it. I think the problem is just that I did not read the instructions. But the main things that I took note of is that you can't have too much hair in the chamber, because if it's too much hair, your hair cannot thoroughly get like stretched out. Also, putting it on a 5 tension was good enough for my hair. I noticed I probably could have even went up to a 6. I just wanted to just stay at 5. And I actually liked it. Putting on 5 tension and putting on high heat was good for my hair. As I use it, I'll probably play around with the settings some more, play around with the tension and the heat setting some more. But 5 tension high heat was the result of this. I'm about to go ahead and get started with styling my hair. So if you want to see that, head to the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're thinking about buying the RevAir, put it down in the comments. If you have a RevAir and you have even more tips for me that could help have more of a seamless blow dry, definitely drop it down in the comments. If you're interested in buying it and you watch this video, let me know if this swayed you to get it or if it's kind of pushed you away from getting it. Let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Bye. Mwah.